We've got a ladder match, an unsanctioned match, an Anarchy in the Arena match, and a four-way, four pillars match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and other matches on this card. My goddamn goodness. The citizens of Las Vegas that will be in attendance, the citizens in the environs of Las Vegas that will make the trek and decide to plunk their money down and watch an AEW pay-per-view live, they're going to be oversatiated, overstuffed, overfed, overstimulated to the goddamn point they may have sensory overload, seeing what the stars of All Elite Wrestling will bring to the goddamn table. It won't just be meat on the table, it'll be the whole goddamn full course meal and then some. But what could possibly go wrong? Everything, Bubsy, everything. But all the citizens all around the world will be watching the show. Let's talk about what could go on. I'm John Rentham with my AEW Double or Nothing 2023 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments, please. Okay, full disclosure, I am recording this shortly after my Dynamite review, due in large part to the fact that I am going to be very busy the next few days. Rampage is on very late Saturday. I read the spoilers. I don't know what matches are going to end up adding. So right now, as of this recording, 9 matches. And there you go. Could they add a few things last minute on Rampage? Sure. But if they're waiting until the last minute to add any of those matches, I don't think they matter. I will put a comment up if they add anything of importance and make my predictions for those matches. So as of right now, let's talk about this. And are you guys excited for Double or Nothing? I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not necessarily stoked. I think that the show could be decent to even good. I'll still throw my money down because I want to support the talents, but they've kind of stumbled, and tripped over their own feet getting to this show. So I hope that they can soar into the summer. We can get to Forbidden Door, we can get to All In, we can get to All Out, and maybe they can just tick upwards. So anyway, let's talk about Ethan Page and the Guns against the Hardys. And, okay, I'm just going to say right now, this is a Rampage spoiler. If you care about Rampage spoilers. Okay, Isaiah Cassidy is not going to be part of it. It's going to be Hook. Maybe I'll break out the old joke at some point. But I'm still sore about the firm deletion match. So, yeah, Hook's going to be involved in this. And Ethan Page's contract is on the line. This is how they're using the Hardys in their twilight years. And I'm not referring to the Rift Tracks version of Twilight. The Hardys and Hook, I guess. Does it matter? No. Should this be on the pre-show? No, it shouldn't even be part of a pay-per-view broadcast, but it will be put on the pre-show, I guess. So we got Jade against Taya Valkyrie for the TBS Championship, and I want Taya to win. I want Taya to snap this streak that really has not meant anything. They're trying to recreate Goldberg's streak. The difference between Jade's streak and Goldberg's streak is Goldberg's streak drew money. Anyway, so I want Taya to win. I fear Taya won't. So if Taya wins, great. I'm going to be thrilled. But I think they're going to go with Jade. Maybe they'll have Chris Statlander return, and then they'll have Chris Statlander beat Jade. And all this stuff they've done with Taya will mean really nothing, because it won't have benefited Taya. So yeah, I want Taya to win. I figure Jade's going to win. Statlander will return. Wardlow with Arn against Christian with Luchasaurus. Ladder match for the TNT Championship. Just have Wardlow win. And I mean, Christian probably will win because they're just going to hot potato the TNT title around. But I want Wardlow to win. Go on a dominant run. Do something. Rehab him, because Christian, quite frankly, does not need to. He doesn't need to win championships at this point. And putting him in a ladder match when he's been off with a significant injury for a while, and then he had the final burial match against Jungle Boy, and that wasn't on for a bit, has not wrestled at all. Possibly he's been injured. Maybe they wrote him off just for a little bit because it was the final burial and he didn't just show up next week. But Christian could win. I'm going to go with Wardlow. And there we are. FTR against Team TNA, a.k.a. Jarrett and Lethal, with Sanjay and Giant Silva Jr. Mark Briscoe's the referee. AEW Tag Team Championship match. FTR, please. Have FTR win. Have Mark Briscoe realize that only Jay Lethal is the one that he could trust out of that group, and he can trust FTR, and create a faction out of that. Because you could have Lethal join FTR. You could have that kind of faction that could work. Or Lethal and Mark Briscoe and Jay will team up, except Mark and Jay, that almost seems a little too insensitive. But they're friends. But FTR, please have FTR win. Because if I swear to God, if they have Lethal and Jarrett, if Jeff Jarrett is a tag team champion of either champion of any variety on any kind of wrestling show in 2023, the cause is lost. So then we get to Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm. AEW Women's Championship match. I want Jamie Hayter to win. They have made her title reign mean absolutely nothing. Absolutely goddamn nothing. They've made it seem like she's injured. Maybe she is injured. Maybe she isn't. Maybe they're just doing the kayfabe thing. But even before that, it has just... her title reign has been meaningless. And I'm not saying that it's Jamie's fault. It's creative's fault. Tony Khan seemingly does not care one goddamn bit about the women's division. I fear the Outcast stuff is going to just cause this to be goddamn messy. Watch Britt turn on Jamie, and then Tony wins. And then we get Britt and Jamie going at it. And Tony wins the title back. And then maybe we get Thunder Rosa back. And we can get Thunder Rosa beating Toni Storm. We can have Thunder Rosa as champion again. That'd be nice. Maybe Thunder Rosa returns and beats Jade. Because Thunder Rosa is about the only one that can maybe get a good match out of Jade. So anyway, Jamie Hayter. Please have Jamie Hayter win. I fear it'll be Tony, though. And then we get the Blackjack Battle Royal for the AEW International Championship. There's going to be 21 people there. I don't know who the hell is going to show up. I don't know what the listing is. I don't care what the listing is. Because it's going to end up being Orange Cassidy probably winning. Because I will never know peace. Those that love Orange Cassidy, great. But those that don't, you're probably just going to, you're going to be like me. And I know I'm like me. And you're just going to be annoyed. And I feel that Orange Cassidy will win this. It's a way to get everybody on the card, which I'm okay with. But AEW is so Battle Royal crazy that at this point, they just all blend together. I got Orange Cassidy winning. Maybe they're going to have QT in it, which automatically means that the match is lost because QT is still being marketed as a wrestling talent on a wrestling show in 2023 instead of a trainer. So, Adam Cole, baby, against Chris Jericho, unsanctioned match, and apparently Sabu is going to be in the corner of Adam Cole. For whatever reason. I guess Adam Cole, I mean, does it matter? No, it's an unsanctioned match, which means there's going to be a lot of weaponry. There's going to be a lot of ridiculousness. I would say they take the ring apart, but this isn't going to close the show. So unless they cut away completely to have them put the ring back together, there's no reason for them to go absolutely nuts. If I hadn't seen so many matches with just endless weapons and endless spots like the cage match that had all these weapons that weren't needed, and all this other stuff they've done, and the Texas Death matches that aren't actually... that really don't apply Texas Deathmatch rules, it's a mess. And I hope that Adam Cole wins. Maybe they build him up and he faces MJF soon. And then we get the Blackpool Combat Club against the Elite and our queef in the arena, as I'm calling it. The Elite will win because they'll probably end up beating Yuta. This is going to go overly long. It's going to be ridiculous. They're going to go all over the goddamn arena, and some people will love that, and others will just say, okay, this is too much. I got the Elite winning, though, because they're going to have Yuta take the fall. They could have one of the Bucks take the fall, for all I know. Watch Takeshita get involved and cost the Elite the match. Watch Don Callis get involved. Watch... who the hell could join the Elite? Who could join the Elite? Now, watch Jay White show up and help. I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point. Yeah, the Elite will end up winning this thing, I guess. My sanity won't win. And then we get MJF versus Jack Perry versus Darby versus Sandy. 4 pillars, 4-way for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. If it ain't MJF, then it has to be Darby. Because do not give it to Jungle Boy. Do not give it to Sammy. It's going to be MJF. And in my opinion, he'll probably end up beating Jungle Boy. Which he should beat Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy or Sammy. Just because those are the 2 odd people out. Don't beat Darby. Build up to Darby and MJF one more time, and then have Darby lose there in a really competitive match like they had at Full Gear 2021. That was fucking incredible. One of my favorite matches of the year. But MJF is going to end up winning. And that's really all I have to say there. I think that based on the Rampage spoilers, they could add a Trios Championship match. Because apparently, just saying, Rampage spoilers, the Acclaimed and Billy made a claim, so to speak, to challenge for the AEW Trios Championships, and maybe we get that match at the pay-per-view. I don't know what else they add because they have so many Ring of Honor championships and so much other stuff or whatever, but maybe they could have a couple matches on the pre-show and they could just have it have this show not go 5 hours. That would be really nice. But what are your predictions? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm Jar Wimplin. I'll see you soon.